And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Bam Adebayo is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Hardaway in a two-guard. And for the Rockets, KD and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. And it's Şengün in at center. What a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Adebayo up top. Miami moving it around. And yep, it's good.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Wiggins. Antetokounmpo inside, working on Şengün. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Wiggins.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Smith outside. The three ball. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Mitchell. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hardaway. Launches it. It's hauled in by Houston.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Smith against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Durant. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Adebayo, that's good.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Mitchell. And he lobs it up. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Şengün passes to Thompson. The kick out to Van Vliet. On the wing, Durant. Shoots over Wiggins. Another one falls for Houston.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Wiggins. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Wiggins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Durant. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. For three, Hardaway. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith right side. Back to Thompson. Durant against Antetokounmpo from the arc. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for Miami. Trailing by 2. Hardaway's shot is good.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back over to you, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Adebayo. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Personal foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown from Miami.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
And the free throw, no good. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Miami leading by 3. Hardaway from outside. Durant pulls it in. The Rockets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Over Wiggins. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 9 points.
Add KD's mid-range J to the game's unblockable shots alongside the sky hook and the step-back 3.
Now here's Antetokounmpo to the middle. And finished off by Adebayo.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Mitchell against Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Outside Durant. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. Miami has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Over Mitchell. The kick out to Van Vliet. Drops in the 3.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now here's Adebayo. He has 6. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Şengün.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
2 shots.
Free throws good, Adebayo. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. You think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Adams checked in for Houston. And both free throws good for Adebayo. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player, and the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Antetokounmpo with it. Van Vliet covering. Adebayo, that's good.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
The Rockets trail. Here's Adams. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Antetokounmpo finds Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Over Adams. Adebayo, no good. The Rockets have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. The 3 from Thompson. He drops it from range. And it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
And here's Adebayo. Beyond the arc. Again, Adebayo missing.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Van Vliet outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smart's checked in for Smith, and it's Shepard in for Fred VanVleet. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Adebayo. Fontecchio comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Larson's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Smith in for Mitchell. And so it's Houston with it. After the basket by Miami, Durant finds Adams. The shot from the low post is good. Adams has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Portis with a screen on Smart. Antetokounmpo outside. Portis against Adams. Clock at 4. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots. Thompson pulls it in.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots over Durant. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. Houston leading by 5. Thompson in the post. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Smart for 3. Rebound Miami. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Drops in the layup for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Here's Shepard. No points so far. And there it is for him.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Heat trail by 5. Here's Larson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. Shoots from the right block. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. He's got 10.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Adams. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Lets it go from 11. Smart finds Thompson. He takes it in. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got his second basket of the night. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Houston making some changes. Green comes in for Durant, and Tari Eason subbed in for Amen Thompson. Miami also changing it up. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Young in for Smith. .127 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Fontecchio. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's Shepard. Crafty move. Outside for Green. Nails it from 3. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And here's Young. Outside Adebayo. Over to the wing. Pass to Larson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Fontecchio. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. 29 seconds left in the first quarter here. Green, a screen. Here's Shepard. And Young pulls it down. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 5-point game. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Adebayo's got 12 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Bobby Portis out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Simone Fontecchio, and it's Larson in at the point. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back to you, B.A.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Şengün after the basket by Miami. Adams a screen. Let's go with a three. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Shepherd. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
He buries it from 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Easton. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Larson. Fontecchio outside. Here's Larson. Miami moving it around. Fires for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Here's Shepherd. And he gets that one.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Adebayo from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Şengün, the screen. And here's Shepherd for 3. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Miami trailing. Here's Larson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Houston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, and multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Checked in for Adams. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Goes up from the top of the key, and they pick up 2. Shepard's got 4 points in the quarter. And so here is Miami, trailing by 4. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Making a change here. Durant's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here's Larson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fontecchio outside. Shot clock at 6. Şengün against Adebayo. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Shepard. Here's Şengün. He's guarded by Fontecchio. And there's Şengün on the assist by Shepard. Shepard's got his 3rd assist of the night.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Yes, it's good.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Well, even with a bigger defender on him, he was undeterred.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game. Looming large, KD.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster still very young with room to grow.
Here's Shepard. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. And Smart nails the triple.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
Antetokounmpo against Eason. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
The first free throw is good.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Thompson comes in for Eason. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepard. And both free throws good for Adebayo. Houston leading by 7. Van Vliet outside. Thompson, a screen on Mitchell. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound Miami. Outside Mitchell. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Right side Adebayo. Pulls it. And again, no good by Miami. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Durant inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Wiggins outside. Adebayo against Capella. Left side Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Over Smart. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Van Vliet, the pass to Durant. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And that's just incredible focus from the swingman. Durant is skilled at scoring despite the contact.
Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Smart. Free throw is good from Durant. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Smith. Van Vliet outside. Hardaway against Thompson. For three, Durant. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 9. And he's going for the lob. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Yeah, Hardaway's such a good shooter, but he can pass it too.
And Houston has possession. Outside Durant. Back to Van Vliet from downtown. Rebound Miami. Antetokounmpo with it. 12 points for him. Outside Hardaway. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Pass to Durant. And here's Smith. To the inside. The kick out to Van Vliet. For three. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Heat trail by 10. Outside Mitchell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down low, the Greek freak.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Houston. Bobby Portis is checked in for Miami. For Miami, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Look at the long strides of Giannis on the drive. Man.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Smith with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Wiggins. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo drives in. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Rebound by Van Vliet.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that one's good.
Ooh, shaking them out of their shoes. Van Vliet with the moves.
Portis outside. Miami moving it around. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Hardaway. Takes the 3. Smart grabs the miss. Durant against Antetokounmpo.
Biggie Mitchell. First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 1:47 left in the second period. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet, the pass to Durant. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Heat trail by 10. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Wiggins outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Smart. Portis outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. Antetokounmpo has got 18 points in the game.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. A strong finish from KD inside.
Just the endless length of Durant, helping him right there inside.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. No good from outside. Houston leading by 10. Oh, Smart drives. Portis with the steal. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins passes to Hardaway. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Hardaway from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Durant surveying the D. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Houston Rockets closing out what has them in front right now. By and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run line. Next try. It's all good. Let's hear it for the participants.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Here's Adebayo after Houston's 3-pointer on the other end. Here's the floater. It's deflected.
Well, you could see how Şengün read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Yep, count it. 10 points for Fred Van Vliet.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the 3-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort, look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Thompson against Hardaway. Now here's Thompson. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Back to Durant. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Şengün against Adebayo. Shoots over Şengün. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 16 points now.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Outside Durant. Goes. Count it. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Adebayo. He's got 16. Strong work by Adebayo.
And bouncing off defenders, Adebayo kept his eyes on the rim.
Houston leading by 8. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Durant pass to Şengün. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. 6 points for Alperen Şengün.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Here's Adebayo. Against contact. Adebayo just too strong.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Durant against Wiggins. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Adebayo. Adebayo rocking the rim.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Van Vliet on the wing. Pass to Şengün. Now Durant lets the three fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Brian, back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And Miami has possession. 9-point game. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wiggins. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Wiggins looking around. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the three!
Exclamation three from Wiggins.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. Outside Durant. Here's the three. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Now here's Durant. He has 29 now. KD, what else would you expect?
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Now Antetokounmpo, 22 points for him. Hardaway on the wing, defended by Thompson. The fadeaway, and Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway's got 4 assists now tonight. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. Lets the three fly. Durant, no good. Heat trail by 5. Pass to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Now Adebayo. Up and over Smith. Confident take by Adebayo.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
For 3, Durant. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
The Rockets have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Outside Durant. Smith with a screen on Wiggins. From deep, Durant.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
The shot from 20 feet out and all around the rim that time before dropping. And now it's a 6-point Houston lead.
Just terrific hustle from Durant, outpacing the defense and finishing the fast break strong.
Şengün against Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Over Şengün. Adebayo against good D.
Give Adebayo all the credit. The D was there, but he was just determined to score.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Takes the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Heat trail by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Wiggins outside, from outside the arc. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one. Now here's Durant. From 12 feet, and another basket for Houston.
And you know, for a near 7-footer, Durant has a very compact release. Just one reason he's so consistent.
Antetokounmpo against Smith. Antetokounmpo, bam!
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Pass to Wiggins. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Houston in the lead. Thompson outside. Outside Durant. Pass to Şengün. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And here's Adebayo for the lead. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Shepherd. He's got 6. Green, a screen. And that's good. Shepherd for 3. Shepherd's got 9 points.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Larson, Adebayo from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Heat lead by 1. The Rockets shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Here's Shepherd, 9 points in the game, smart for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Adams grabs the miss.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Easton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Simone Fontecchio.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
That free throw no good. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the second free throw is good.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
1:16 left in the third quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Houston with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Shepherd. He's got 9. Smart outside. Pass to Shepherd. The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Larson. He's scoreless. Here's Portis. Here's Larson. Back to Portis. Over Adams. Portis gets the bucket. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shepard. Pass to Smart. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's hammered home by Green.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Portis. Misses from close range. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Bobby Portis out there with Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Larson in at the point. Portis' shot is off. Well, the Rockets shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. Adams a screen. And here's Shepard for 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Larson. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Here's Larson. Back to Adebayo. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Fires it. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got 5 rebounds tonight. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Easton. Houston working the ball around. Here's Shepard. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's Portis. Now here's Fontecchio. It's Adebayo, high post. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Easton. To take the lead. And the layup is up and in. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Into the lane. Fontecchio outside. Pass to Adebayo. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shepard for 3. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Shepard is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Adams. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miami. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Larson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside Durant. And here's Shepard for three. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 6th assist of the night.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
To win the run. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in. Antetokounmpo has got 12 points in just the second half. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Durant, no good. Heat trail by 6. Adebayo passes to Antetokounmpo. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Left side Durant. Pass to Shepard. The basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Heat trail by 7. Here's Larson. To the left side wing. Counted from distance.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Shepard. Fires the three. Rebound Miami. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Houston has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And Ime Udoka has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet comes in for Shepard. Miami on D, trailing by 2. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Courageous play inside by Durant, just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throws good from Durant. And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Hardaway. Shoots over Thompson. Hardaway, no good. the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Outside Hardaway. Mitchell, a screen on Thompson. The three, Hardaway drills it from deep.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
The three, Durant. Adebayo grabs the board. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a three-point game. Adebayo, a screen on Thompson. Hardaway, a good look. Again, Hardaway missing.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Van Vliet finds Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Mitchell against Van Vliet. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes it inside. Wow! Giannis taking off!
And nothing is more terrifying than Giannis on the attack. So powerful when he takes flight.
Van Vliet outside. Takes a three. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Durant. Smith with a screen on Wiggins. Durant with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Fires the three. And Houston another three.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 38 points.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Off target from three-point range. Heat trail by 5. Outside Hardaway from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet against Mitchell. With the 10-footer. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Antetokounmpo. Mitchell outside. Here's Adebayo. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
Up top, Durant, pounded by Wiggins. Outside Durant. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Van Vliet outside. Wiggins with a rebound. Heat trail by 5. Antetokounmpo. Wow, with some power.
Wow, going to the top floor.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Durant takes it in. They double team Durant. Van Vliet. He's off from 3.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Antetokounmpo with it, guarded by Smith.
Well, if they've been saving one of their favorite plays, now is the time to use it.
Van Vliet fires from 9 feet away. Count it.
I mean, you have to love the intensity Van Vliet plays with in these situations. He's always ready to meet a challenge.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
Outside Mitchell. Antetokounmpo. Yes! Using that window!
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Durant. Yet another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. Six to shoot. Mitchell outside. Let's loose for three. Şengün pulls it down.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're down by 7. Antetokounmpo outside. Now Mitchell for three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Here's Smith. And Adebayo over to help. Outside Van Vliet. Shoots a three. Rebounded by Adebayo.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the 3-point lead he's given them?
Rebounded by Smith, and now they foul and stop the clock.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul. The line for Houston, Jabari Smith. Taking 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. from deep.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Kevin, you had a great performance individually. What made the game look so easy for you?
Well, my teammates, they played so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
Winning time, that's what I like to hear. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.